Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. Whether you're viewing our videos for the first time or you've been following us for several years, we sell a lot of property in this area of southern Colorado. And of all the properties that we've sold, this one is really special and unique because it is the only property that has ever bordered the highly desirable Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. We're going to jump straight into the interactive map, which is at the bottom of the listing on our website. So what I've done is open this in a new window so you can see it in a larger scale. And then if we zoom out here, this green area here represents the entire 40-acre parcel. And all of this blue shaded area, this is all the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. And see how it borders along the entire west boundary and along the entire southern boundary, the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. So if we continue to expand out, you can see just how large that section of land is that encompasses the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. Now this is the main section of the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. There's some area over here, there's another smaller tract right here, but this section here is roughly about 4,040 acres. So along the entire west boundary and along the entire southern boundary, this property borders over 4,000 acres of desirable hunting and recreation land with varied terrain, lots of mature trees, open meadows. It is extremely beautiful and desirable land. And then by bordering that along the entire west and south boundaries gives you unfettered access to the enjoyment of that property. And right over here is considered to be like the main entrance to the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. And I'm going to show you some photos of what that looks like and what some of the land in there looks like. So this is that entrance driving into the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. You can see the sign greeting you there from the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Department. And then these are some photos of this area over along this road near the entrance. There are the Spanish Peaks in the background. You've got varied terrain with dense areas of mature trees. You have rock outcroppings, rock formations. And this type of land here that you see, this is essentially the type of property that our 40 acres is, with these dense mature trees, the rock outcroppings, the rock formations on the property, which we'll show you actual photos of the property here shortly. But I wanted to go into detail into the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area because this is such an important attribute to have a property that borders this. Here are some of the open meadows in the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. So you can see that they keep it very well maintained. Very good roads throughout here. Again, just highly desirable, beautiful terrain. This is the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Department website where they talk about the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area. So the property and the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area are in Game Management Unit 85, and there's hunting here for deer, elk, rabbit, squirrel, and turkey. You can use it for camping. There's restrooms and drinking water facilities there. And a lot of people ask about elk. And Los Animas County is known to have one of the largest elk herds in the entire world. Many of our customers tell us how they're out visiting their properties they purchase from us in the area, and they'll just see a herd of elk just walking through their property, sometimes as many as 30 in number. And there were fresh wildlife droppings on the property of varying species of animal. Now let's look at some actual photos of the property itself. So these are actual photos taken recently. This is showing the view from the property of the Sangre de Cristo mountain range through some of the dense mature trees there. Here's a view of the Spanish Peaks from the property. Here's one of the many rock outcroppings. This is an aerial view of the property looking towards the Spanish Peaks, and notice this cluster of rocks right here. So these are those rocks in closer detail. We have no idea what caused them to appear this way or how they ended up there. And here's another really unique rock formation on the property. Almost appears to be some sort of like abstract sculpture. This is a view to the north, and this is an open clearing near the center portion of the property. And here's an aerial view of that open clearing. Here's another satellite image where we have it labeled. Here's pointing out the open clearing. This is the road to the property, which I'm going to show you that road. It's very well maintained. Here's the Spanish Peaks State Wildlife Area, all this blue shaded area. And then down here on the southern portion of the property, there is an income generating gas well. The sale of this property will include the conveyance of any and all mineral rights that we own. The mineral rights over the past 12 months have generated $1,230.62 in passive royalty income from Pioneer Natural Resources. And on our website, what we did is we took all the payments and put those in a PDF so that you can see those amounts over the past 12 months. So the new owner of the property will receive that royalty income. There are nearby electricity lines and poles in multiple directions. There are some poles that were identified about 1,800 feet from the property, which is around a third of a mile. And then here's the topographic map. The elevation is around 7,800 feet at the peak elevation point. You can see you have a nice big level area up here all along the top of the property, which makes for ideal, building spots, camping spots, and offers those expansive 360-degree views in all directions. This is another view looking at the Spanish Peaks. The West Spanish Peak at this point is covered in a cloud on the top, and you can also see these mature trees. Ponderosa Pines is a species that's on the property, and some of these are in heights of up to 200 feet and of age of 100 plus years. This is the road on the property, so this road stays very well maintained by the gas company Pioneer Natural Resources. Here we are looking west over the road on the property. There's the gas well right here. The open clearing is over in this area, and there's the Sangre de Cristo mountain range. It gives you a great idea of the dense tree coverage on the property. Here's another photo of the rock formation on the property that we looked at previously. And here are more rock formations and boulders nestled amongst the mature trees. This is the plat map with the parcel highlighted in green, and then here we are zoomed in on the plat map. And then here's where the entire southern boundary and the entire west boundary border the Spanish Peak State Wildlife Area. In addition to the Spanish Peak State Wildlife Area, there's also public land surrounding the property. You've got yellow being the BLM land, green national forest, purple is national parks, and you're just northwest of the city of Trinidad, which has a population of around 10,000. And then here's the Trinidad Lake and the Trinidad Lake State Park. And then this is Interstate 25. This takes you north up to Walsenburg, then Pueblo, followed by Colorado Springs, and then Denver. And many of the nearby landowners have developed their properties with cabins, homes, ranches. Here's some satellite images of those nearby developed properties. The minimum dwelling size is only 600 square feet. You can do shipping container homes, barn dominiums, you can do log homes, site-built homes, mobile homes, earthship homes, tiny homes. So you've got a lot of flexibility with what you can do with the property. You can have accessory buildings, barns, corrals. Here's a neighbor with a really nice ranch to the southwest. Another larger home with some accessory buildings. So you've got a lot of flexibility with what you can do with the property. Or you don't have to build at all. There's no time limit to build. You can use the property recreationally, camp on it, hunt on it. And this is the road to the property from Highway 12 down here by Trinidad and the Trinidad Lake State Park. From the city of Trinidad, it's only about 24 miles to the property. And then you're only about 20 miles to the Trinidad Lake State Park. This is the 800-acre lake at the Trinidad Lake State Park. And this is the city of Trinidad, population of around 10,000. There's Main Street in Trinidad. There's hospitals. There's a Walmart Supercenter there. There's restaurants, supplies, building materials, pretty much anything you need you can find in Trinidad. There's also a K-12 public school if that's something that you needed. About an hour and 18 minutes to Walsenburg, Colorado, which has a population of around 3,200. Then you're about an hour and 55 minutes to Pueblo. Pueblo has a population around 110,000. About 2 hours and 33 minutes to Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs has a population a little under 500,000. And then about 3 hours and 45 minutes to Denver, Colorado. Denver and the surrounding metropolitan area has a population of well over 1 million. We have this amazing 40-acre wooded mountain home site bordering the Spanish Peak State Wildlife Area, priced at just $59,900. All the property details are listed here on our website. The property taxes are only $470 a year for the entire 40-acre parcel. Here's a link to view the payment history over the past 12 months for the royalty income that you'll receive, along with additional information regarding the property in the surrounding area. Here are the distances to nearby points of interest, along with links to view the interactive map and the GPS coordinates. Then we have over 100 images of the property and surrounding area. These photos were captured within the last 2 weeks, so they provide a very accurate depiction of what the actual property looks like right now. And then we also have the interactive map. If this property fits what you're looking for, please go to our website and click on this Buy Now button. What that'll do is add a deposit of $499 to your cart. Then click Checkout. Once you click Checkout, this window will appear where you can enter in all your information, then continue through the checkout process. Once the checkout process has been completed, we'll receive an instant notification that your $499 deposit has been made. We'll then take the property off the market, send you over a simple one-page purchase agreement, and arrange for the balance of payment. The remaining balance may be paid by wire transfer, cashier's check, ACH bank draft, credit card, debit card, or any combination of these methods. Your $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase, and then we cover all of the closing costs. We make the whole process super simple, and it can be completed in as little as a day. If you have any questions, our phone number is on the top of every page of our website. That number is 713-597-7670. That number also receives text messages. We also have this live chat feature here on our website where you can communicate with us in real time. If we're not available for whatever reason, please send us a message and we'll respond to you at our next availability. You can also fill out this contact form here on our website or send us an email directly. Our email address is hello@landio.com. And as always, we really appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos, share our website and our properties with all your family, friends, and colleagues. Your ongoing support enables us to continue bringing you new, amazing properties at incredible prices. And may God continue to bless you and your family.